Guruji, you maintain this. Okay. You maintain this website.
BVI?
Yeah,
Yes.
because like these. Okay. Okay, Guruji.
Namaste. Dandavad Pranam. By the instruction and grace of our spiritual master, Om Vishnupad, Paramahamsa, Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj, we are here reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We're also paying our humble Dandavat Pranam to Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada for providing us with this wonderful commentary of Bhagavatam, and we're paying our obeisance, we're praying to Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, following the guidance of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta said that unless we can understand something about Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī in our Bhagavatam reading, then if we haven't done that, we've wasted our time. So with this in mind, we are praying to Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī. Yadi sevā-vañcitāḥ yasyāḥ kṛpayā vayaṃ labhema sarvaṃ prāpnumaḥ prayojanaṃ dhāmni śrī-bhagavat pade Kṛṣṇa-sambandhi sarvaṃ Yadi na jānīmahe tutam Aṣṭādaśasu sahasreṣu ślokānāṃ bhāgavat-oktiṣu Rādhārānīṃ na vindāmaḥ nishphalam bhagavat yayinam radhikaya kripam vina vyartasyat sarva-pariśramaḥ. If we are cheated out of serving that personality whose mercy awards us everything we need, including residence in the Lord's holy Dham and all things connected to Krishna, and if we cannot understand or discover Rādhārānīṃ within the 18,000 verses of Srimad Bhagavatam, then our study of Srimad Bhagavatam has been pointless. Without the mercy of Śrīmatī Rādhārāṇī, all of our efforts are in vain. So we are continuing our reading today from chapter 7, Canto 5, the creative impetus, chapter 7, the activities of King Bharata. In this chapter, the activities of King Bharata Maharaj, the emperor of the whole world, are described. Bharata Maharaj performed various ritualistic ceremonies or Vedic yagyas and satisfied the Supreme Lord by his different modes of worship. In due course of time, he left home and resided in Hardwar and passed his days in devotional activities. Being ordered by his father, Lord Rishabdadev, Bharata Maharaj married Panchajani, the daughter of Vishvarup. After this, he ruled the whole world peacefully. Formerly, this planet was known as Ajanabha, and after the reign of Bharata, it became known as Bharatavarsha. Bharata Maharaj begot 5 sons in the womb of Panchajani, and he named the sons Sumati, Rashtrabrita, Sudarshan, Avarana, and Dhumraketu. Bharata Maharaj was very rigid in executing religious principles and following in the footsteps of his father. He therefore ruled the citizens very successfully. Because he performed various yagyas to satisfy the Supreme Lord, he was personally very satisfied. Being of undisturbed mind, he increased his devotional activities unto Lord Vasudeva. Bharata Maharaj was competent in understanding the principles of saintly persons like Narada, and he followed in the footsteps of the sages. He also kept Lord Vasudeva constantly within his heart. After finishing his kingly duties, he divided his kingdom among his 5 sons. Then he left home and went to the place of Pulaha, known as Pulaha Ashram. There he ate forest vegetables and fruits, and worshipped Lord Vasudeva with everything available. Thus he increased devotion toward Vasudeva, and he automatically began to realize further his transcendental blissful life. Due to his highly advanced spiritual position, there were sometimes visible in his body the Aṣṭādaśasu transformations, such as ecstatic crying and bodily trembling, which are symptoms of love of Godhead. It is understood that Maharaj Bharata worshipped the Supreme Lord with the mantras mentioned in the Rig Veda, generally known as Gayatri Mantram, which aim at the Supreme Narayan situated within the sun. Text 1. Sri Suka Uvacha Bharatastu Mahabhagavato Yad Bhagavatavani Paripralanya Sanchintitastad Anushasana Parapanchajanim Vishvarupa Duhitaram Upayeme. Shukadeva Goswami continued speaking to Maharaj Parikshit. My dear king, Bharata Maharaj was a topmost devotee. Following the orders of his father, who had already decided to install him on the throne, he began to rule the earth accordingly. When Bharata Maharaj ruled the entire globe, he followed the orders of his father and married Panchajani, the daughter of Vishvarup. Tasyam uhava atmajan kartsneyena nurupan atmana pancha janayam asa bhutadir iva bhuto sushmani shukshumani samatim rashtrabratam sudarshanam avaranam dhumraketum iti. Just as the false ego creates the subtle sense objects, Maharaj Bharata created 5 sons in the womb of Panchajani, his wife. These sons were named Sumati, Rashtrabrita, Sudarshan, Avarana, and Dhumraketu. Text 3. Ajanabam Namaitad Varsham Bharatam iti yata Arabhya Vyapadishanti. Formerly this planet was known as Ajanaba Varsha, but since Maharaj Bharata's reign it has become known as Bharata Varsha. Island. Purport. This planet was formerly known as Ajanaba because of the reign of King Nabi. After Bharata Maharaj ruled the planet, it became celebrated as Bharata Varsha. Text 4. Sabahuvin Mahapati Pitripita Mahavad Uru Vatsalataya Sve Sve Karmani Vartamanaha Prajahasva Dharmam Anuvartmana Paryapalayat. Maharaj Bharata was a very learned and experienced king on this earth. He perfectly ruled the citizens, being himself engaged in his own respective duties. Maharaj Bharata was as affectionate to the citizens as his father and grandfather had been. Keeping them engaged in their occupational duties, he ruled the earth. Purport. It is most important that the chief executive rule the citizens by keeping them fully engaged in their respective occupational duties. Some of the citizens were Brahmanas, some of them Kshatriyas, and some were Vaishyas and Sudras. It is the duty of the government to see that the citizens act according to these material divisions for their spiritual advancement. No one should remain unemployed or unoccupied in any way. One must work as a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Sudra on the material path, and on the spiritual path everyone should act as a Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, or Sannyasi. Although formally the government was a monarchy, all the kings were very affectionate toward the citizens, and they strictly kept them engaged in their respective duties. Therefore, society was very smoothly conducted. Text 5. Ijhecha bhagavantam yagya kratu rupam kratu bir ucha vachai shradhaya hrita gnihotra dharsha purnamasa chatur masya pashu shromanan prakriti vikriti bir anushavanam chatur hotra vidhina. With great faith, King Bharata performed various kinds of sacrifice. He performed the sacrifices known as Agnihotra Darsha, Purnamasa, Chaturmasya, Pashu Yagya, wherein a horse is sacrificed, and Soma Yagya, wherein a kind of beverage is offered. Sometimes these sacrifices were performed completely, and sometimes partially. In any case, in all sacrifices, the regulations of Chaturhotra were strictly followed. In this way, Bharata Maharaj worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Purport. Animals like horses and cows were offered in sacrifice to test the proper execution of the sacrifice. Otherwise, there was no purpose in killing the animal. Actually, the animal was offered in the sacrificial fire to get a rejuvenated life. Generally, an old animal was sacrificed in the fire, and it would come out again in a youthful body. Some of the rituals, however, did not require animal sacrifice. In the present age, animal sacrifices are forbidden. As stated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Asvamedham gavalambam sannyasam palapaitrikam devarena sutotpatim kalopancha vivarjayet. In this age of Kali, 5 acts are forbidden: the offering of a horse sacrifice, the offering of a cow in sacrifice, the acceptance of the order of sannyas, the offering of oblations of flesh to the forefathers, and a man's begetting children in his brother's wife. C.C. Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela, chapter 17, text 164. Such sacrifices are impossible in this age due to the scarcity of expert brahmanas or ritvija who are able to take responsibility. In the absence of these, a sankirtan yagya is recommended. Yagyaya sankirtana prayar yajantihi sumedasa. Bhagavatam 11.5.32. After all, sacrifices are executed to please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yagyartha karma. Such activities should be carried out for the Supreme Lord's pleasure. In this age of Kali, the Supreme Lord in his incarnation of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu should be worshipped with his associates by performance of Sankirtan Yagya, the congregational chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. This process is accepted by intelligent men. Yagyaya sankirtana prayojanaṃ sametasa. The word sametasa refers to intelligent men who possess very good brain substance. So we'll continue from text 6 on Monday. Before we finish, were there any comments or questions or anything to share from the assembled devotees? Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev Ki Jai.
Jai.
Sri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the worldwide devotees, Sama Bhaktiveda Vrinda Ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Navadup Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Ju Ki Jai. Ganga Mai, Yamuna Mai Ki Jai, Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Giri Govardhan, Gupta Govardhan Dham Ki Jai, Shamkund Radhakund Ki Jai, Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Vrinda Devi Ki Jai, Jai Harinam Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Scientific Sankirtan Yagya Ki Jai, Princeton Bhakti Vedanta Institute Ki Jai, Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai, Jai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Hari,
Hari Bol.
Jai Śrīmatī Uma Devi Dasi Ki Jai, Jai Shri Bhakta Shivam Ji Ki Jai. Evil.
Sripad Kṛṣṇa-sambandhi Prabhu ji ki jai.
Jai.
Gurudev.
And all.
Dhanyavad.
Prabhuji.